Welcome back to the next episode. Where we left last time, Chadot got absolutely obliterated by Capitops and the other two Ami Stars. But we managed to help him, and now we are on our way to the next place, the Hidden Land. And this won't be in vain. Chadot's sacrifice will be all for this moment right here. Groval, how did you know to join us here? Wigglytuff brought me. Well, Wigglytuff did. That's right. Wigglytuff had been looking for me. As soon as he found me, he asked me to go with him. He said you were close to finding the Hidden Land. It worked out fine because I planned to join you anyways. Plan to join us? What does that mean? That's right. I collected all the necessary time gears. Yeah. All I have to do now is get to the Hidden Land. So let's find that place with the strange pattern now. Whoa, there's water here. Hold on, this is seawater. Ah, look at that, Lanogia. Wait, what's that behind us? The cave's mouth opens wide out to the sea. We couldn't see it from outside because of it's in the shadows. It's true. The sea is visible beyond the rock walls. It's nearly evening. We didn't even notice the time go by. The tide rises up here from the gap in the walls. Oh, that's... what, Lanogia? What's wrong? Hey, look at this. Hey, it's the same symbol as the rock. This is the same as the pattern on my relic fragment. Yeah, I guess this is the same pattern that Charlotte described. Let me bring that relic fragment. Hey, the relic fragment. Oh, wow, the pattern on the wall is glowing now? It's as if it's reacting to the relic fragment. Wah! A light beam? Oh. What? What was that? A beam of light shot out to sea. What's that out there? Oh, it's Lapras, I think. What? That... It's coming closer. It's swimming. Hey, my buddy. Rocky, Lanogia, and Grovile, correct? You know our names? Yes. I was informed by Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff told you? The pattern on the wall shot a beam of light across the sea. You appeared right after that. Can you tell me who you are? I'm a Lapras. I am the guide to the Hidden Land. You're what? You can take us to the Hidden Land? You unleashed the beam of light from the pattern on the wall. That is the signal for gaining entry to the Hidden Land. It is beyond that sea. Step on my back. I will carry you across the sea. Don't be afraid. I am exceptional. I can carry you all and more on my back. It's beyond the sea. The Hidden Land. Rocky, Lanogia, let's go. Beyond the sea. Let's go. Let's save our adventure. Of course. We are onwards. Chapter 19. To the Hidden Land. We're 2 more chapters away. What's going on back at the guild? Oh, Guildmaster. How is Chadot? Will he be alright? Yup. He needs to sleep and recover tonight. I'm sure he'll be fine tomorrow. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Yup, that's a load off my mind, by golly. Hey, that's great, Chadot. We'll be okay, hey. Guildmaster. What is he, Sunflower? Guildmaster, you said Chadot saved you at that cave a long time ago. Can you tell us about it? Yep. This is what happened. Yeah, the trio of gang right here. Guildmaster, watch out! Capitops and his brood attacked us without warning. Chadot reacted first and shielded me from them. He got knocked out. I sent Cabotop's gang packing after that, but Chatot was knocked out. I didn't know what to do. I was in panic because I couldn't help Chatot. That was when Lapras appeared. Lapras? Yep, Lapras. Lapras saved Chatot. Oh, I see. That's how you met Wigglytuff, Lapras? Yes. I didn't intend to reveal him myself at all. But I changed my mind the instant I saw Chatot on the ground. I simply had to help. Afterwards, I made Wigglytuff promise me something. A promise? Yes. Hey, so what was that promise? I think Lapras recognized that we were an exploration team right away. So he said to us that he couldn't tell if we were bandits with big ambitions, or if we were an exploration team with good intentions. So he asked, for the sake of world peace, that we please not investigate the peculiar pattern there. That's what he asked of us. So, what was your reply, Guildmaster? Wigglytuff promised to honor my request most agreeably. He said that he owed me thanks for coming to Chatot's aid. He said that he would stop all investigations in the matter. So that's what happened. But why didn't you want anyone to investigate the pattern? In the Hidden Land is Temporal Tower where Dialga reigns. Dialga feared intruders could wreak havoc at the tower that regulates time. Dialga decides to protect Temporal Tower. He hid the Hidden Land in a gap in time. A gap in time? Yes. It is hard to explain, but it is a gap in time itself. It's the space between parts of a split second. I see. No wonder this place couldn't be found. A gap in time. No one could ever hope to go to such a place. No. Dialga left one key for entering the Hidden Land. That's a special fragment with a mysterious pattern etched into it. Wonder what that is. When I heard the wise old Torkoal's tale, and when I saw Rocky's relic fragment, I finally understood. When I realized then that the peculiar pattern was linked to the Hidden Land, that's why I headed out to Brine Cave before anyone else went. Because I had to see Lapras. Yeah, that's what happened before we went there. I met with Lapras and explained what was happening. How time was stopping all over and how the world was in peril. I also explained how the time gears needed to be taken to Temporal Tower. So I asked him to reveal how we could get to the Hidden Land. So, what happened? Lapras revealed it to me. He said that the relic fragment chooses who will go to the Hidden Land. Chooses, huh? The relic fragment itself does that? It chooses on its own? Yep, apparently so. And the relic fragment chose Rocky. Hey, why did the relic fragment choose Rocky? I don't really know. I think Dialga wants to prevent those with bad intentions in their heart from entering Temporal Tower. That's why the important thing is the purity of the heart. So Rocky's heart must have resonated with the relic fragment. Anyway, we can do no more to help. From now on, this is the burden belongs to Rocky and Lanogia. It's Team Xenofan's weight to bear now. It's entirely up to them to get to the Hidden Land. It falls to them to stop the destruction of time. You got it. Oh boy, I'm gonna take a sip of my water. We'll think about what just happened. Excuse me about that. Alright, let me resume here. Hey, Lapras. You didn't miss anything, by the way. I just paused the game so that this cutscene could play out when I was ready. Yes? You've been swimming a long time. Are you doing okay? I'm fine, Rocky. No need for concern. Because we're almost there. See? It's coming into view. What? On the far horizon, do you see where the sea looks a little different? It's true. The waves. The waves are all twisted up. Lapras, what is that? The edge of the gap in time. That is the portal through which we will go to the Hidden Land. Oh man, this song. Okay, here we go. Ah, Lapras! Lapras is flying! No, that's not it. This isn't flying. We're crossing the Sea of Time. Yo, light speed. Yo, whoa! Lapras! Is that it? Is that the Hidden Land? Yes, that's the Hidden Land. We're going in. I forgot how pretty this looks. Oh my! This is fantastic. Ah, here we go. The clouds parted over the Hidden Land. This is the Hidden Land. We finally made it here. Please, look ahead. Oh, hey, what's that? Oh, yo. Is that perhaps? Yes, it's Tempura Tower. That's where Dialga is. That's where we have to go. The time gears have to be taken there. But if you take a close look, that place seems to be floating in the sky. How are we supposed to get there? You must take the Rainbow Stone Ship. The Rainbow Stone Ship? Yes. Far ahead, you will find the old ruins. There you will find an ancient mystical vessel, the Rainbow Stone Ship. It will take you to the Temporal Tower. Thank you, Lapras. This is the extent of what I can do for you. From here, you're on your own. Good luck on reaching Temporal Tower. Okay. Grova, Lanogia, we don't have to go far now. Let's keep it up. The music's so nice here. Oh. Yeah, it's so nice. Hunger Seed? I don't really need much of this. Yeah, I don't need that one berry. Probably don't need 3 Reviver Seeds, right? I can bear having some of these in here. That'll be good. Maybe I'll probably take a Slip Seed if I have one. Do I have anything? I guess I'll take one of these. And what's a good orb? There could be some dangerous things here. So, yeah, here we go, Mobile Orb. That'll be good. Just in case, you know? And I'll take a Sunny Orb as well. That should be good. It is 4 inventory being taken up, but it is very likely I'm going to be using a lot of these items. Oh wait, actually, I guess I will save, huh? Here we go. Yeah, let's do a little save here. Save complete. Let's get it started. What do you gotta say? We have to get to Temporal Tower and set the time gears there. That'll put a stop to the destruction of time. We don't have to go far. We don't have far to go, Lanogia. First, we need to reach the Rainbow Stone Ship. Yep, just as you said. We're ready. Yep, looks like we're ready. Okay, let's go. I think I remember this place. Back when I was a child. There should be Tropius here, if I recall correctly. And we can't really recruit anything here either. I don't know what other Pokemon are here. Oh, Green Gummy. Nice. Wonder where the enemies are. I don't see anything. Nothing yet, huh? Ah, Mag Mortar. Yes. Brick Break. Oh, this guy's pretty bulky, huh? Critical hit. Nice. Hail. That's crazy. Stairs are right here though, so I don't care. I was about to use my Weather Orb. Oh, Abominable Snow. Okay, that's the reason why. Okay. You're 4 times weak to fire, so perish. Lovely. let's use our Sunny Orb. That'll be good. Mech Mortar is taking damage here. Nice XP. I could use a bit of a level up here and there. I mean, look at Groval here, he's way higher than I am. And Chatot was level 36 as well, so that's about the level we should be. But it's fine if we aren't. We're pretty good on items. That's what matters. Guess I will use this. Stairs are in this room over here, and there's a Gabite, I think. Or is that Garchomp? That's Garchomp for sure. So let me use my Iron Thorns. And there's a Rampardos there. Let me Swords Dance real quick. He's coming right at me, I'm pretty sure. Let me do a little Brick Break here. The pure rock type here. Power Band. There's Garchomp over there. Sandstorm. Lovely. Oh, I missed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill. Uh-oh. Okay. I have a turn here. Flame Wheel, go. Okay. That could be dangerous. Could be. Because we're in the sand, and I'm a fire type, and he's a ground type. Well, the sand doesn't really matter. He doesn't really gain an offensive boost off of sand. Sandstorm is mainly a defensive type of thing. Mug Orb. I think that just knocks the item off of the enemies, right? Quick Seed. I will take that, actually. I don't want to leave yet. Let's see. I guess I can petrify all enemies. Here's the Brogly. Give me that. Do it again. You're a bulky one, aren't you? Get out of here. Give me that Quick Seed. Now I'll be off on my way. Hello, Bastiodon. Explode. Thank you. Wonder what the Tropius are. Because I do recall them being a Dragonite. You're there as well, huh? Oh, hi Dragonite. Aquatail, we take those. Anything that keeps my buddy alive. There's the Iron Thorn. Is that an item up there that I missed? What is that? Oh, Stamina Band. How lovely. Oh, Bastiodon again. I'm running full on inventory slots. I'll turn you into an item. Perish. Oh. Okay. That's a lot better than what could also happen if I use that. What if they had a reflect and then I just turned into an item myself? That would have been terrible. I did just save, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Ooh, Sleep Seed. Stairs. We're at the Hidden Land now. Well, we're always at the Hidden Land, but we're on the floor 9. Deals damage and steals items, so that's what it does. I want to use these, just for fun. How lovely. It's something that doesn't really kill me. I mean, I guess it does have an Aquatail, but we'll take it over having to use Brick Break, because I want to save that for something dangerous. Chesto Berry. That is our first Chesto Berry, I'm pretty sure. It recovers from sleep, which is kind of worthless unless your teammate is asleep, because if you're asleep, you can't do anything. So, kind of an unfortunate item, so what I will do is just eat it. Lovely. Oh! Never mind, the Chesto Berry ain't so bad after all. Because you can use it beforehand. Unlike most other berries, where you have to use it during. Pretty good. No wonder they're so rare. You can deal with it. You have plenty of PP. What else do I have? Switcher Orb, Power Band, Quick Seed, Stamina Band, Big Apple. You know what? Can you eat that, actually? Belly didn't change. I guess it doesn't matter if you can or not. Who cares? It was a waste, but I don't care. It's one gummy, and there's countless gummies. It wasn't even a good gummy either, it was a bug gummy. Hello, Manectric. I remember you. Fire Spin. Are you special or defense bulk? Well, looks like you are defense bulk, because that did a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Nothing happened. Okay. I mean, I would have loved the experience. Ooh, a fire gummy. You deal with that. Or I guess I will. I'm just gonna flame wheel. I haven't used any of these in a while. Ooh. Oh, right. Rampardos isn't exactly the most bulky Pokemon. It's pretty fragile. As it is trade-off, is that it has monstrous attack, but weak everything else. Pretty good in this game, though, because speed doesn't matter. And that game, in the main games at least, he is heavily held back by his speed. But if he does get a hit off, you're pretty much dead. You might as well just say your prayers. You are exploded off to the next realm. But, doesn't matter here. Ow. Ow! Jeez. 70 damage. I might as well use this, or... I don't want to use these berries. Or orbs, rather. I'll just transform you. There we go. That's much more manageable. Ow. Ow. Okay, that's one out of our 3, I believe, seeds. That was entirely avoidable if I just swapped places with Grovyle. And, I probably should have. Unfortunate. I'll be a lot more careful going forwards. Ah, jeez. If only you could throw. Oh, Gravel Rock. Of course. I'm in sight. Hey. Whew. Yeah, these enemies are starting to hit real hard now. Oh, how lovely. And, might as well consume all of our gummies, because I doubt we'll be able to go back and, brew them. So, let's do as much as we can. Alright, gummy, here we go. There we go, power pitcher. Which means I can throw things really hard. And here are the Tropius I was talking about that I remember. That's the only Pokemon I remember here. Huh. Crazy how that works. Floor 13. That floor didn't count. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, he's dead anyways. He attacked the guy that was on the ground? Okay. You do you, buddy. Ooh, Brugly. Oh, wait, when did I get my power points back? Did I use an elixir? I must have used an elixir by accident. Or something. Oh, the Reviver Seed did it. That makes the Reviver Seed so much better. Huh. Who knew? So it wasn't like a complete waste. It saves me in a max elixir. Magmortar, huh? I guess what I can do is... You don't have Flash Fire, so this'll be fine. Flame Wheel. Nice. Oh, the stairs are right there. Thank you for the level up. Wow, that level up is kind of bad, huh? Only 1 for each stat? Could be better, huh? I think you learn Earthquake at level 36, if I recall. Well, I'm not sure how it is in this game, because in the main game you only learn that because you become Torterra. So, maybe not an Earthquake for me, huh? That's okay. Come to think of it, you never really use your 4th move, do you? Yeah, you don't really use Synthesis. Speaking of moves, you are out of your Razor Leafs, which is mighty unfortunate. But it's alright, it could be worse. I do have max elixirs, do I not? Oh right, you are pretty bulky, huh? Fire Spin? That does less. I'll let you deal with it. Wonder why my Fire Spin isn't really locking him in a damage type of field. Also Sand Tomb. I wasn't really locked into Sand Tomb either. Is it a random effect or chance to be locked into the move? I'm curious. Got another Itomizer Orb. Hopefully you can turn a dangerous Pokemon into something that is a lot more manageable. Also, those yellow flowers, if you can see on the screen, on the map, it looks like it's an ally that's just on the map somewhere. You see that on the far left? It just looks like it's an ally just chilling on the map there. It's so trippy. Ooh. I like this song. I remember this place too. This is where we're starting to be in the floating area. According to Lapras, the old ruins lie beyond this dungeon. That's where we should find the Rainbow Stone Ship. If we can find the Rainbow Stone Ship, we'll take that to the Temporal Tower. You got it. I will do a little save here as well. There we go. Let's go on. Sadly, there's no storage for me to manage my items, but it's okay. It's not like these items are killing me. Ooh. Bastiodon, what are you enduring? Get out of here. You're now left at 1 HP. The attack was barely endured. Gotcha. Now, get out of here. Get on my face. Block, what is that? Oh, okay. Thank you. Got my mobility back. I don't want to waste my heal seed on something like that. Hello, Bomb of Snow. Makes these just switch places? You got it. Now I could leave, but I also want the XP. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. That'd be really funny to do in like a monster house situation where you just warp to the stairs. Alright, let's go. Ground, proceed. Ooh. The flowers are lovely. It looks like the shiny version of... what's the final form of Roserade? I think that is actually it, Roserade. I was thinking Roselia for a second. But yeah, it looks like the shiny version of Roserade where they have, I think, blue and black flowers. Or roses, rather. So it's quite nice. Also, I just realized I probably shouldn't be using my Brick Break against Bastiodon because they are neutral to fire rather than resist. Unlike this guy who is resistant to it, so it would be a lot better and more efficient if I were to use my Brick Breaks against enemies like this. But of course, since my teammates were with me, I didn't want to do that because they would fill in the lost damage that I am missing out on. We got a Pierce Seat, so we can just use this immediate... Never mind, there is a TM there. I would use it immediately if there wasn't a good item, but I'll use it right after I pick up this item. What is this item? I'm curious. Oh, what a lovely box. Dragon Claw. Ooh, can I learn this? Do I even have claws? I don't think I do, actually. Nah. Also, my inventory is completely full. Hello? Good thing I used that. I'm just gonna spam my orbs. Too much stuff. Not enough space. Atomizer, Stamina Band, Sleep Seed. I'll just eat these apples. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. Thank you. You! What do you want to be? Stunned? You're stunned now. I'll turn you into an item. You will now be an item. What will you be? A gummy. How lovely. Time to eat you. Yum. Now, that may seem pretty dark to eat a Pokemon like that, but they were so tasty. How could I resist? Ooh. I don't die. There's no way. I don't want to risk that. You deal with it. I'll throw my rock at him. Oh wow. I thought it would like leave him at 1 HP, huh? It does, but I expected the number above his head to be like 0. Just to like clarify that, yeah, they endured it. What item do I have here? Bye. Attract. How, not good that thing is. Silence Orb. Does that just prevent the enemy from using moves? I wonder. Makes enemies muzzled. Incapable of using moves or items that require the use of the mouth. Oh, so it's like Silence in Terraria, where you can't use spells. Huh. Oh well, get out of here. Or, so that's not what I expected it to do. Can I move? Get me out of here. Okay. But I can apparently move through walls now. I did not expect that. It did say I could move anywhere. But from what I remember... Yeah, it uses 5 whole belly for every, tile that you move inside of a wall. So, if you're really hungry, make sure you bring a lot of apples if you want to do that strat. That's just my, personal tip for that. I do remember that. I just don't remember getting the item. I'm a little low. Do I have any oranberries? Yes, I do. Yeah. Because who knows, a Pokemon might just run into me and then one-shot me with a rock move. Because that is very well possible. Ah, lovely money. Not that money really matters now. Special band. I don't need these bands. Is there any Kecleon shops here? I doubt it, but who knows? Kecleons can be anywhere. They're really powerful in this game, so who knows? Maybe they're powerful enough to transcend time and end up in the Hidden Land, where these Pokemon lie as well. Because they must have, just lived here before the whole time shenanigans happened with Dialga, and he just decided to let them live here. That's my headcanon. They just lived here, and then Dialga was like, yeah, this is mine now. You can live here still. Where? Oh, the stairs really over there? Okay. I don't want to deal with Garchomp, so... yeah. I just want my teammates to join in on the fight before I do anything crazy. We're ready? Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat this plain seed real quick. Just got that 5 hunger back from when I walked through the wall. You know how it is. Why did I use that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna buff my attack real quick and then use the special move. As if that matters. Oh. Uh-huh. I see. Go to sleep. Alright, let's deal with these guys swiftly. Nice. Now, I may be in danger when a monster house comes, which is very well possible. So, I will have to keep at least one of my area orbs, because otherwise I am completely screwed. And also, I want to keep the moves that... Ooh. I want to keep the seeds, rather. Are you serious? Ember at this time of day? In this dungeon? Stop that. Why are they dying so much? Oh, I know why. The hail must have lowered them so much that it just happened. Okay, let me just go down there. And hopefully Grovyle doesn't get into a really terrible situation that kills him. He'll be fine. I assure you. Looks like you're a recent spawn. Ow! Don't you dare kill my buddy. Whew. Okay, let's go. He'll no longer be burned, but he will be hurt still. That's unfortunate. Do I have anything to heals? No. Okay. Ow. Fire spin? You don't resist this too much. Of course you do, actually. Brick break, don't miss. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh. This is a little risky. I need to find oranberries somewhere. Oh. That was a warp orb, I think. Or a warp tile. We've made it. Wow. This place is... Wow. It's Mew. Kyogre and Groudon. It's incredible. Look at it, Lanogia. Look at all these fantastic paintings and inscriptions on the walls. And there's Dialga and Palkia. Like Lapras said, this place is the old ruin. The Rainbow Stone Ship should be here. Yeah, that's right. Let's go there. Ooh. Yo, this reminds me of that place in... what's it? What's the mountain in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum? Mount Coronet. It reminds me of the top of Mount Coronet. What is this place? I'm not sure myself, but I would imagine it must be the Temple of the Old Ruin. Let's head up these stairs. Of course, this part doesn't look like Mount Coronet, but... Wait. I think this is the place where the Chapter 2 thing appeared. On episode, I believe... It was either episode 1 or episode 2. I think it was the end of episode 1. Hey, look here! The strange pattern is here too. There's a small indentation in the middle. I wonder what it's for. I mean, there seems to be a suspiciously rock-inscribed hole right there. That would be perfect for a mysterious rock with a strange pattern on it. What is it, Lanogia? There's a stone tablet. It seems to be something inscribed here. What are these? These strange runes. This is inscribed with unknown letters. Oh, I can read that. It's written in an ancient language. Can you read it, Groval? Yes, I've researched extensively to learn about this. Yeah, I can read it too. Let me try. Really? Great. Quick, read it. Don't be so impatient. Give me a minute. So, Groval. I got it. It appears this place itself is the Rainbow Stone Ship. What? This is it? Yeah, that's right. Well, stone seems to be pretty on the mark, huh? I don't see any rainbows, though. There's an indentation here. Here it is. Rocky. This is where it goes. Fit that fragment with a strange pattern on it in the indentation. What? You want to put my relic fragment in there? That's right. That will activate the Rainbow Stone Ship. We can write it to Temporal Tower. That's what it said on the tablet. Really? Try it and see. Okay. I'll fit it into this hollow spot. That's quite enough of that. Who's there? Dusknoir. The Sableye. The Dusknoir? How did you get here? Quite simple, actually. I had Master Dialga warp us here directly. After all, I knew that you would inevitably come here. Waiting here spared us the bother of having to search for you. Unfortunately, you are coming back to the future with me. Sableye, take them to the dimensional hole. Where? Oh my. Hey! There's a dimensional hole. Sableye, into the dimensional hole with them. Where? Psst, Rocky, Lanogia. Yes? I'm with you. Yeah! Well, well. You display some feeble resistance, knowing that is futile? You expected anything less? Huh. You leave me no choice. I'll simply defeat you here, then take you to the future. It makes no difference to me. The odds are overwhelmingly stacked against you. How much resistance can you even serve up? Show me! Swarm them! Okay. Oh my, unique battle music, huh? Well, I know what to do. Stun Seed. Hahaha. Let's deal with the Sableye ourselves. I'll deal with this guy, you guys deal with the other two. I'll help whoever's in danger the most. Nice, they don't have much health. Okay. I would love for you to not use a move that you're weak to. Or resist. Hey, resist. Punishment? That's not the worst. Fire spin, go. Okay, cool. Didn't miss. They have about 90 HP. Interesting. I'm in danger. I would love for me not to be in danger. He's already dead anyway, so let's just do this. There we go. Okay. Whew. Rocky was a little hurt too, but it's okay. Violent Seed, I shall eat. Okay. Gorval's fine. I'll move diagonal. And then deal with this guy swiftly. And now, move up. And we shall beat him up. Let's do it. Pressure. That's not the worst. I don't have any healing items, but it's okay. I still have a Reviver Seed left. So if I do explode, I'll be fine. Also, Rocky, get back into battle. No time to be slacking off. Okay. He has a lot of health. He's probably dead from this fire spin, so let's do it. Bam. Let's go. A little dangerous, but we got it. Gah! 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 I refuse to lose. Ah. So foolhardy. You dared to challenge me? For all the effort in the world, with your puny power, you had no chance of winning from the start. Dusknoir really, truly is tough. Don't give up. There's a way out of this. That's easy for you to say. You've done admirably well for those as pitiful as you. But it's all over now. This is the end. The mouth of his stomach, it's opened up. He's going to do something. Is he going to unleash a move on us? From that mouth on his stomach? Wait a second. The mouth on his stomach? That's it. This could work. What kind of move is that? What is it, Lanogia? What? Force our combined moves down his stomach? Is it possible? There's no time. It's our one shot. Groval, take this! Now, go! Gugwa! Gwa! 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 We did it! Dusknoir is down. We've finally beaten Dusknoir! It can't be! Where? Lord Dusknoir! Lord Dusknoir was defeated! Whoa! Bye-bye, little gremlins. Your Sableye ran off. You just have no luck attracting reliable allies. Ugh. Rocky? What is it? Go to the top of the temple. Put the relic fragment in that hollow spot. I want you to check if the Rainbow Stone Ship actually works. Meanwhile, Lanogia and I will keep an eye on Dusknoir here. Okay, I'll go do that. If the Rainbow Stone Ship works, we'll go to Temporal Tower. I hope it activates. Don't move. Groval, Lanogia. Is this really what you want? If history's changed, we Pokemon of the future will disappear. What? If history's changed, Pokemon of the future will disappear? It won't just be me. Both of you, Groval and Lanogia alike. Since you come from the future, that will cease to exist, you both will disappear too. Is that really what you want? If we change history, we'll disappear too? Is Dusknoir telling the truth? Groval! It's true, Lanogia. If we change history, we will disappear. Groval? But that doesn't matter. If it means restoring time, and bringing peace to the world, it's what I came to the past to do. Celebi, too. She helped us knowing that she'll disappear if we succeed. Even Celebi? Oh, I recall when we were in the future. Besides, if you would be so kind as prevent the plan's paralysis, we'll finally be spared the agony of this world of darkness. My dear Groval and I will devote my whole life to achieve that end. Yeah. When Sylvie said that she would devote her whole life, so this is what she meant. And Lanogia, you came with that sense, that same resolve. We came from the future fully accepting what would happen to us. But the way you are now, you don't remember that resolve. I know this is coming as a great shock to you, but we have no choice in the matter either way. If we don't act, time will be destroyed. The planet's paralysis will begin. To bring peace to this world, we have to disappear. Try to understand, Lanogia. So that's how it was. I came to this world with such resolve, knowing that if we succeeded, we would disappear. But if we don't act, the destruction of time can't be stopped. That means we have to do it. Even if it means I must disappear. Oh, Lanogia, but there's just one thing. One thing changed for us by coming to this world. It's true that we had resolved to complete our mission, but that was true when we first came back to this world. But we had absolutely nothing to lose, and nothing to go back to. But Lanogia, this changed for you when you became a Pokemon. You found a friend and partner in Rocky. Rocky looks up to you. If your partner found out that you might disappear, I'm sure Rocky would be crushed. Rocky has a good spirit, but if the future is altered and you disappear, your partner will. Rocky will be left all alone. I finally understand. If I change history, I will disappear. If I disappear, Rocky will be... Rocky. And we'll see what happens to us on the next episode. What a surprise. We of the future will disappear once the world ends. And, well, rather, save the world from ending. We'll see what happens. And I would like for you to like, subscribe, and comment down below how you feel. Our journey is almost over, and we're almost at the very last chapter. We're going to see that our Rainbow Stone ship works, and see if that relic fragment works. Have a good day.